For the people that don't know, how did Griselda, how y'all, did somebody meet in jail? Was it y'all grew up? How did y'all even link up?
Yeah, shit, since the beginning, like, since the beginning, like, niggas is family, so it's like, you know what I mean? It started with, like, me, Wes, Benny, and Machine Gun Black, rest in peace.
Okay, rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Then my man Cutter locked up right now, but he, you know what I'm saying, he started rapping and shit with us, but this was well when we was older. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was a little younger than me. I was always like the rapper. Like, I've been battle rapping and fucking niggas up since like I was 12 years old, 13 years old in the city, just going crazy on whoever was that guy at the time. They had to see me.
Yeah.
So that started with that, and, you know, them boys just seeing me, watching me, you know what I'm saying, seeing how I get busy. It just turned into like, yo, something crazy. And then, you know what I'm saying, like, Benny just started becoming a monster himself, you know what I'm saying? And shit, just, you know, man, we grew like that. That shit grew like that. But it ain't really like we ain't really take it to like the business side. I really started trying to get serious till like after I got shot. You know what I'm saying? Once I got shot and like everybody was home, like, cause niggas wouldn't never really be home from jail at the same time too. So like, Machine gonna be locked up, Benny would be home. Benny would be locked up, West locked up. You know what I mean? We weren't really never all on the streets at the same time until after I got shot. You know what I'm saying? And then after I got shot, it was just like, nah, bro, let's just, you gotta be the one to take us there, go crazy, just put everything in the like, get you sturdy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Question I have is, I've been to Buffalo.
Yeah.
You know, they still got the Bronx crackheads in Buffalo. Like, you wonder where the crackheads went. They in Buffalo.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
The Bronx crackheads is in Buffalo, right? And I've been there, and it's so hard to get out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
So to explain to everybody out there, you from upstate New York, that's like a 6-7 hour drive from the boroughs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
How did you have hope? Not only that, how did you really get on from Buffalo and then the whole crew got on too? Like, how did you think you could make it from Buffalo?
Yeah and no. Like, nobody think they gonna make it. And nothing. Like, football, niggas don't think they gonna make it to the league. Niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crack and that's it. You feel me?
Right.
The streets, that's it. You feel me? But I always had the mind state, dog, just the right people hear me, I'm out of here. Cause I just always felt like there ain't too many niggas that could fuck with me. And that's was way back then, like, you know what I'm saying? 96, 97, 99, 2000, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it ain't happened for us. I think that was a blessing in disguise though, you know what I'm saying? Cause we was blessed with the journey. We was able to learn, we was able to watch eras, we was able to study film, watch y'all game tape. You know what I'm saying? See how y'all doing it. Like you said, like I was saying, like I'm watching Busta Rhymes perform, watching DMX go crazy in front of 50,000, you know what I'm saying? And I'm able to see that shit and learn and able to take little elements from everything and sharpen my blade till it was time. You know what I mean? But it's definitely, to answer your question, man, it's tough. You know what I mean? I don't really know how we did it, man. It's just, I think it was just time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we just got, like I said, we got our shit in the right people, to the right people, man. And it's just like the buzz, they started just talking, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we was just on our bullshit. Like, we ain't want to even sign no deals or none of that. We ain't want to fuck with nobody. We was just like, ain't nobody coming to fuck with us. Fuck it. We doing our own shit. We ain't really signing, but shit just started getting too crazy. Like, the hoodies and shit flying off the table, the CDs, we can't sell the vinyls, selling for like $1,000. Like, somebody will buy the vinyl for 50, and the shit, it's on eBay or something for like 1,200.
Yeah, that's it.
We looking at this shit like, we getting murals painted in Japan and shit, Paris. It's like, this shit getting too crazy. We need management now. You know what I'm saying? At least get some management. And you know what I'm saying? That's how we met Paul and all that, but that's how we really got our introduction in the game, just hustling and making our shit boutique. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, we was getting into this stream era. This was in the beginning of that. We like went against that. Like, fuck that. You got to come see me. You get this. Yeah, you can only get it. It's only 187 of these. You know, we having 187 on the back of the hoodies. So the hoodies is getting marked up, resale. They like took this formula from like the sneaker game. Took that same formula and shit, man. We here today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
So it went from a mission impossible to get signed to something like that in Buffalo. Once y'all got popping, the whole Griselda, they was going out there trying to sign your cousins, everybody. Buffalo.
They out there. They been pulling up.
They've been pulling up because I'm good friends with Bone Thug. They from Cleveland. That's a little further to get on than Buffalo.
Right.
And when they started popping, they signed every cousin in Cleveland they ever heard. They didn't like.
Yeah.
You know, this industry's the industry. They just pull up once they know. Like Warren G, he got snatched from under, he's Dr. Dre's stepbrother. They went out there and Leo Cohen went to Compton. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They all came to School Street, CX, to the Jets.
Yeah, he wasn't scared. But you got to get it popping, though.
You got to get it. You got to out-hustle.
One thing I love about you guys, first of all, you guys get it, right? Everybody don't get it. And the one thing I loved about you guys is, I come from Dig It in the Crazy. I come from the underground boom bap system, right? But what I love about y'all is y'all always invested in your fashion, in your fly. That was a big difference.
Yeah. Merch, too. They took merch they duct tape their merch to a rocket ship and took that shit.
But my thing is the fashion.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm looking at y'all and y'all sound beats and rhymes.
Yeah.
That's where we come from. That's where we started. And then, but you guys was like throwing that shit on and all that. And then I could go to an underground concert today, not for nothing. They're
going to have some bullshit.
Yeah, they ain't wearing the shit. They wearing whatever you gave them free. Def Jam coming out now or something. They don't give a fuck. Right? And so, but these guys got it. They were like, okay, we're going to be underground superstars. We're going to throw that shit on. And who really started that, or that's just what it was?
I mean, that was really the kind of the nature of it in a sense, like, but I think that's why too, like, our music and shit, like the young boys and shit kind of fuck with us and like tapped into our shit too, because they able to relate to us, you know what I'm saying? Like we was outside doing that. We was the niggas who was having the Averexes and shit on, giving them, you know what I'm saying, a little $5 to go to the store or something, you feel me? So they looked up to us and stuff, and I think it just kind of translated worldwide, like look at them niggas, cause shit, I ain't that young, you feel me? So young niggas tap in and fuck with me and look up to me like, yo, what up, big bro type shit, what up, So, we be having that shit on and we be talking that shit too, that's more relevant, but over them same type of, I got Conductor in the cut, I got Derringer in the cut, Alchemist.
I need a Derringer too, man. I need a couple Derringers, man.
Yeah. Derringer, get that man right, man.
Derringer's
get that hell right. These.
I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I got to stand up for me because nobody else going to stand up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses and I take my wins the same way. You heard? The same smirk, just like this.
Yeah, what up, y'all? This is Joe Crack.
It's your boy Jada. You know what it is, the Joe and Jada Show. Presented to you by Boost Mobile.
Boost.
Hit up boostmobile.com. Go get a Boost Mobile phone for you and your entire entourage. You won't be disappointed. Now, first things first, we like to welcome our guest to the show. You already know him. You don't need too much of an introduction. It's my brother Jim Jones, Capo Status. You heard? Make some noise.
What's up with everybody?
Also, this is a PSA. We're not going to talk about my brother Styles, and we're not going to talk about Cam. One, I don't condone that shit. And two, There's a lot more other beautiful shit going on in the world than to rile up some shit.
Is another thing to talk about. Me and Styles are actually brothers. Two brothers that love each other.
You don't gotta explain.
I be wanting people to know that. Like
we don't have to get into that because we already know what it is, and they're gonna see soon enough. You know what I mean? Element of surprise is always beautiful. But you've been very hard working over the past few years. Putting out projects, working everywhere, doing tech work, doing all kind of shit. You everywhere. It's safe to say you've been very productive and very lit. What's your motivation to keep making music to stay,
relevant?
Buying BMWs for your son and all.
The money is always the motivation. I mean, hip hop has gave me a life that I wouldn't want to trade for nothing else in the world. I mean, I have my ups and downs, but for the most part, this has been a hell of a ride, and I'm just enjoying it even more. But to stay in it, you gotta be real with yourself and realistic with your output. Because a lot of people try to do it, but they don't. I wouldn't say try to do it. There's a lot of people doing things, but for me, it's trying to be able to reinvent myself, the perseverance, staying current, not chasing the young generation, but finding a medium where we both could benefit from. So there's a lot that comes with this journey in this past few years that I put myself on. And I had to prove to myself that a lot of these things you see going on is things that I'm actually proving to myself and not for no one else, things that I know I could do, things that I constantly tell myself to get up off your ass and get it done, because you could do these things with your eyes closed and things like that. Procrastination is a motherfucker. And when you're at the top of your game and you discourage a little bit, procrastination can hold you even more. And I had to figure out I had to learn how to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations and things like that. And it's no different from coming up where we came from and things like that. When our back was against the wall, we figured out different ways to overcome that, and being in the game is no different.
Look at Jim Jones. He's a hard worker. He's relentless. He don't stop. You definitely got better lyrically over the years, right? And so at what point you said, I'm going to get nice and take the lyricism to another level? Because we've been hearing it, but we see your growth, and also I feel like you got 1 million people on your back too. I learned from so many artists from you, say a Dice Peso, say all the other guys, you ain't just pushing you pushing the whole. Tell me about
like
that.
Rackets, man.
It's always my passion to help people. And in music, that's been one of the things that I'm pretty good at. I got a great ear for music, a great eye for talent. I know how to help them and curate them into a way that they have a fair chance of success. And that was one of the things that I always wanted to do, even when there was a time that I thought I was going to stop doing music, when I had just moved to Miami for a couple years straight and just in a whole different zone. But even in Miami, I chose to help a whole bunch of artists out there, which I did Miami Vamps, and that's how people got to hear Zoe Dollars, and shout out to my boy Ball Greasy and B Money and all these. So it's something I have a knack for. But it seems like the more that I give, it was the more that I got. You know what I mean? The more selfless I was the more that I was blessed, even in my times that I needed it the most. It was like I gave to people when I didn't have enough in at certain times.
The story of Jim Jones is pretty much making something out of nothing. I don't want to make this a tradition, but you're all from the Bronx. It just so happens, Joe Jada.
Here we go. Yeah.
We was going to find something to
claim
start
our guys. You know what I'm saying? He from the BX. Because it seems like everybody who come on here really from the BX. And you from the BX. Harlem love you. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You know what I'm saying? But
he just went through this with another guest.
I have to do it.
I've been both in the Bronx and Harlem.
He said Rocky don't say he from the Bronx. He from the Bronx. I know this.
I was really born in Harlem. My hospital was in Harlem.
Okay, there. I didn't know that. I thought
My
you
sister was
from the
born in Bronx, Lebanon, but I was born in a
I'm born
hospital
in Bronx,
called
Lebanon. You're hurting my pride right now saying you was born
But
in
no,
Harlem.
I mean, they bring from Flower Fifth
How's he
Avenue,
hurting
they bring
you
me to
saying
Weeks
he was
Avenue
born in
or to
I
Katona
need
Park.
all
To
my
Katona Park.
guys. I need them all lined up from the Bronx.
Nah, I'm a Bronx kid.
I
I'm a
need
Bronx
them
kid.
all.
I'm a hybrid.
Yo,
Yeah.
Jada, I need them all lined up. I need all my chess pieces. I need, the Clips. They from the Bronx. Then they moved down to VA. I'm just telling you the truth. Stick
Nah, but
with
I got the best of both worlds, man. I got all the attributes from the Bronx and everything from Harlem. Like I'm a rare breed. Like I understand. I'm a very aggressive rare breed. I'm a very aggressive hustler. You know what I mean? Like I got the best of both worlds. So I love it, man. Shouts to the BX. Shouts to all my guys on Weeks
people
Avenue.
used to, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, but people used to champion a hustler, somebody who really wants to get money, want to go on another level, take their family on another level. They used to champion that. And I get it when you sit here and we say, yo, why you pushing? Why you moving like you 20 years old and you won't stop in this? And you're like, yo, I'm trying to get this bread. Right? I'm the same way. We love hip hop culture. We love everything. I'm trying to get this bread to make sure we financially secure.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying? Some people act like they cool with being broke or something like that. So I know your motivation and I understand your answer. You just a true hustler from, if we wasn't rapping, we'd be selling whatever, juice. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
We trying to get money.
I'll pick up
selling juice.
I'll pick up cans.
No, I love juice.
To.
I love juice. I love Kid Cafe. But what I'm trying to say is, I understand that about Jim Jones. The Jim Jones, a hustler, he loves money. He loves the finer things in life. And I said something the other day, me and you talked about behind the scenes where people don't get it, right? So I said, rappers work check to check.
100%.
What does that mean to you, that statement? Because me and you had that conversation the other day.
It's the same difference of the people that's coming up on a 9 to 5 and they got to pay their bills. We got to pay our bills too. The expenses that we acquire for having money is the same expense that you have at the end of the month. So we don't meet our quota. We don't pay for these big ass houses and these fly cars that we got. Then they start taking them away. Same as you. You don't make that money and pay that rent at the end of the month. Then they start coming in with them notices to get you out the crib. There's no difference. There's no difference, and the risk is even higher for us because we got so many things going on and shit like that, and we start acquiring bills out of nowhere, and pretty soon the going is good, and sometimes the going get bad, and then if you ain't prepared for that and able to hold up everything that you just acquired, it disappears in a flash.
You ever had to tell your wife?
DEFCON 4.
Hope.
That's when it gets to DEFCON.
Break that down to me,
I've been to DEFCON before, you heard?
I'm pretty sure we all three up here could attest when shit is going beautifully. And then it's like you said, there's a time when shit ain't going beautifully. How do you persevere through them times? That builds character.
Let me tell you something. People in life, they always, and this ain't no shots at nobody, right? But people in life, let's say with me, I've been in a situation where I'm doing fucked up, better than your average guy, but I'm doing fucked up compared to how I do. And people find reasons to disattach themselves from you when you're going through the struggle and you sitting on the couch by yourself trying to figure out how you're gonna get up out this hole. I had so-called friends find excuses. One of my friends had an argument with one of my friends. He was like, yo, Joe, I know that's more your man than I am. You stay with your mans and I stay. To me, I knew he used that opportunity thinking, Joe fucked up. Joe gonna need $1. He gonna ask me, let me, and then you come back and you bigger than ever and them guys are like, they missed the.
Nah, I got a funny story.
Let me hear it, Jim. I gotta hear it.
Names, though,
we ain't talking about nobody, I'm just saying.
I got an example.
This got to be an education.
A friend of mine, when I was up, he come ask for some help. Cool. Go down. Nobody comes to help you. You heard? But he's up now while I'm down. You heard? And I see him all the time. It ain't nothing. Now I'm back up. He's down. Guess what he's doing?
Asking you for help? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Yo, Jim, I'm not doing it. I promise you on God, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm done with that. I might be too old. Y'all might be younger than me to play that shit.
I'm not playing. I'm just telling you how to cycle. Like, yo, bro, this is the craziest shit ever to me, bro.
I'm not doing. Let me tell you, I got a story. Hold up. I got a story. I'm fucked up. They take all my money. I know y'all don't want to believe me. Accountant robbed me, didn't pay my taxes. When the government come to me, he robbed me for $1.2 million. He ain't pay. I'm paying him to pay. And showed the government the wires that I'm paying the accountant to pay my tax. They know I gave him the money, but they said you as the leader of your household. Boom. I go to court. I paid him the 1.2 again. Paid the lawyer another $700, $800. I got the number one guy. Cool. Fuck me, put me a little jail time. The point is, I go first day to the studio. Yo, Jim Jones, I know your story too well. I go first day to the studio. Come out of jail, you got these little niggas with purple hair, yellow hair, thinking what the OG's doing in the studio. They really looking at us like we're wasting our time. Don't know if you know that, right? So they looking at me. We come up, all the way up. Yo, Ram, come get on the song. It's all the way up. It spun one day. That strip club in Aces, right? So there was Flying Queens. They said, yo, we want to do that single release party. Bet, yo, Ram, let's go. She's jail 8 years. I lose all my money. I might as well have been in jail for 20. I don't do broke. Don't take this the wrong way. Take this encouraging. I don't do broke. I'm allergic to broke. I'm going to go get it if it's in the fucking Africa, Timbuktu, Asia, no rock unturned. I'm going to get that dollar. Like, don't worry about it, and I'm not complaining. I don't do broke. But one day, the shit ring. The next day, they say single release. Maybe 2 days after All the Way Up come out. You knew when you heard All the Way Up. You knew when you heard it, holy shit. These guys hit one out the park. You know it, off one spin. They hit one out the park. So we go to Aces. This is a 2-day effect. Like, this is probably balling. Like, there's a 2-day effect. The club is on tilt. The walls are sweaty, out of control. I get to my section, and it's 100 people in my section. And I'm sitting there like this, and they coming up, yo, God, we did it again, God. We did it, yo, God, yo, private jets again, God. Yo, they coming, right? And I'm sitting there, and Remy's there, Pistol's there, rest in peace, Percy was there. So we rock. I mean, not even Lean Back. Yeah, Lean Back did this, but just 2 days later, how they understood every word, I didn't know. It was one of them, right? They turn the lights on. We walking out. I'm walking out with 100 motherfuckers behind me. I stop. This is the same story you breaking out. I stop. I turned around. I said, yo, Pistol. Percy. I don't ever want to see these niggas in my life again.
Yo, shit.
Yo, ever. Remy turn around and look at them and go, you heard the God, we don't want to see y'all no more. We walked out, we never seen them again. So you think after all the times we put people on privates, we take them on hotels, you award shows, you eating steaks, you eating lobsters, we paying your bill, we paying your rent, we paying your this and that. You guys disappear when the time get rough. Then you want to show up talking about we did it again. I swear to God, I've forgiven people before. This time, it was over. Because I know I went to the bottom of the barrel.
God forgives. I don't. Now, working out, I watch you work out every day. How important is it?
Fitness is everything, man. I mean, that's our fountain of youth. That's our way to live a longer life. Fitness and diet. Diet is just important as fitness. I had to learn that. I was just...
Yeah, because I know you like eating. I know you gotta you have cheat day with sweets.
Yeah, and I had to stop all that. Actually, I had, I was about to tell you, the doctor, 6 months ago, the doctor told me I was pre-diabetic, so it wasn't really about how much I was working out. It was about how much sugar and bad foods I was eating and trying to use the excuse of working out, even though I was looking good. The inside wasn't looking good, so I had to reverse that whole thing and just cut out the sugars, cut out the cakes, cut out the ice cream, cut out everything that I really liked and shit like that, and just start eating real food and switch it up to a lot of fruits and shit like that, and I feel 100 times better.
No doubt. Now,
Yo, but you cock diesel, you doing too much. Yo, Jim, you doing push-ups in the snow with the dog on top of you with a chain hanging off of shit one arm. This shit is unbelievable. Like, I'm looking at this guy. I could be anywhere in the world. I'm looking at Jim Jones, and he shows you how much you're not healthy. When I see this guy just zooming through the gym, you too, you big on it too.
Jay be in there, I'll be watching.
I just want to let
you on that pull-up ball going here.
I can't get.
I'm just trying to be prepared for whatever come at me.
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I live a life that comes with a lot, and I gotta be ready to stand tall for whatever comes at me.
Let me ask you a question. When we done with that? I feel like I'm done with that. With anything coming at us, right? Like, I think we all prove. Hold up, let me say something.
It can happen to you inside the Baccarat Hotel.
No,
I know. You see me in the airport.
I know, but what I'm saying to you, I know you ain't start with him.
Okay, so this is what all this is for. Mean. So if I wasn't on my team, the white man would have got the best of me, and niggas with my whole career half my career would have been down. Like, the white man beat Jim out. That shit would have been the biggest thing in the media for years. Like, nigga, you should have act tough with the white man. Like, they would have been wilding me up. You heard?
No, I'm with you.
White man, but he was white.
I'm with you, and I know he fucked with you because I know you well, and I know your character. So I know he over fucked with you.
Yeah, he definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? He taunted you to the level of, I know about this. I opened the curtain and Roy Jones was waiting for me behind the curtain, champion of the world. Ready to knock my block off. Okay? So I know about being alone. When I got shot,
hold on.
I had 30, 40 guys. I turned the corner, homeboy waiting for me alone. I'm telling you a true story. I'm the king of getting caught turning that corner.
Right? Like, that wasn't for you.
With what?
With Roy Jones would have been like, nah, I was just joking.
What happened when you
Don't do that. Everybody know the Roy Jones. Don't do that to me.
Nah, not the Roy Jones story.
The Roy Jones.
What happened when he was waiting for you with Dolo?
Oh my, he wasn't Dolo.
He had.
First of all, I had 150 guys. Let's be clear about that. It was Ja Rule's. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You could be with 150. Open the curtain and you Dolo. These dudes over there, they rapping. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Shit.
We in New York. Ja Rule album release. New York is the biggest song. I just performed with you. I spun around. I opened the curtain to walk to the back. Jim Jones is Roy Jones is standing there with the devil in his eye.
The niggas doing
no. You not understanding. This is the champ of the world. I had to grab his wrist. And be like, yo, champ, yo.
That was smart. I don't even know.
No,
that was a good touch.
I'm telling you. No. I've avoided everything you could think of. I know how to do it. So I grab his wrist, and I'm pretty much begging him not to knock me out. Yo, champ, I know you're gonna knock me out. Yo, he had some guys with him. He had one of them. Yo, let me tell you, the way most people die is the guy in the back. Get him, champ. Knock him out, champ. Yo. And
he trying to put that battery in the champ back.
I'm here. I'm the last person that's pussy. But I don't want to start arguing with him because I might agitate the champ.
And he might let his wrist go.
So, yes. So I'm trying to talk to him. I'm trying to talk to him like, I'm like, yo, champ, yo, hip hop, this, that. So the guy trying to gas him, to hook off on me. It happened to me one time. They caught me over inside. They was trying to kill me. It was about 30 guns, some shit. And one guy with bifocals kept trying to gas the nigga. Yo, just light him up. Fuck that. I'm pleading for my life. Yo, we all Puerto Rican. We can make this happen. Don't worry about it. My guys are chill. They're ready to come. I'm over there trying to, and there's a dude with bifocals. Give it to him now. Like, it's always, you can't go with them. With those guys.
With the back.
Woo! Long story short is, once the crew figured out, and I would start feeling pussy, I let the champ go. I go, yo, champ. Like, I said, I'm going to be honest with you. No, he know the story, and I'm not. I said, yo, champ, you see those 150 guys, and they over there chilling, smoking blunts, rapping the guns. I said, nobody's going to fight you. Those guys right there, they're with me. So he said it's hip hop. He's not pussy for no one second.
No,
Roy Jones came.
I don't think anybody think Roy Jones is.
Nah, Roy Jones came to pack me up.
Close.
The point is, what he's saying, you got to be ready for it. I'm just talking about in general.
I don't know if a nigga ready for that. Roy Jones, though, we gonna have to jump.
No,
we have to jump this shit out. This nigga.
Oh no,
quick.
you got 150 to try. It's like 100 men against.
But it's just the 1 second it's gonna take for him to punch you.
No.
To him to punch you 3 times in your face.
That 1 second.
I was trying to tell you.
Massive blows
gonna hit you with.
Let me ask you something. You thought I didn't know
His
that?
hand is like a switch. One punch.
You thought I didn't know that? You thought I wasn't telling them,
Hey, you don't know
yo.
where that shit coming from.
Yo.
You think a nigga snuff you from the back?
Yo,
the
this
way
is
that
on
nigga gonna punch
Gonna
you.
rock your shit. Now, Joe tried to say there's no such thing as dressing your age. You as being known as one of the freshest.
I don't think there's a thing as dressing your age. I think there's a thing as dressing your wage. You heard? I dress wage appropriate, not age appropriate.
Explain that.
Hello.
Explain that for the people that don't understand the difference between age and wage.
Shit, if you don't know the difference between age and wage, then you out the loop, nigga. That's pretty simple. I mean, but for the most part, I dress how I feel, man. When it comes to fashion, it's all about who you are, man. It's all about your personality, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel confident, what makes you feel fly, and that's all I've been doing. I haven't been doing anything too special. I got a different aesthetic than most people and things like that, and it kind of connected to the masses and things like that, but I haven't done nothing different than what I've seen outside on the street corners from the hustlers and bits and pieces from television. And I get my style from so many different array of different things, you know what I mean? From past things that I've seen even to now. I mean, it's all how I feel in the day and things like that. People get caught up in thinking that fashion or having style has to do with a name brand when it really doesn't. It's all about you. You're the name brand and how you put that shit on. Just because it has a name brand don't mean that shit is looking good when you got it on. That's what I be trying to tell people, things like that. I mean, like, shit, I bought some shit from Walmart and probably look better than you, and you got some shit on from Louis and shit like that. It's all about who rocking it.
Take a shot at my Louis hoodie?
No.
We Louis down.
I think it's Louis down right now.
Let me explain
You heard?
something to you, man. This the flyest. This podcast, I don't know if you've been tuned in, but
we starting more shit. We just got a couple of friends and he's making us lose them again.
All right, we throw that shit on daily.
That's
okay.
It.
When can I get you to rewind the time? Will you ever rewind the time?
Nah, I'm not that type of person.
You just won't.
Nah, I'm just not that type of person. I mean, I put a lot of work in to be here this long to see these grays. God bless my Uncle Clint. He used to have a face full of grays in the beard. He's pretty much the reason why I grew my beard when I was coming up. The beard was always fly. And I watched his beard go from black to gray, and it was silver, and he always kept that thing lined up. It was just dope. And I was like, man, he respected his age. He respected the work he put in. He was like, I ain't with no dying. I'm not doing none of that. And I kind of...
Well, I do it effectively, and I love it.
Nah, you look good. Listen to me, you look good. I don't knock nobody for what everybody got their own thing.
Everybody got to do what they got to do.
100%.
We want everybody
got
to
do what they got to do. But it's a beautiful business endeavor you got going on. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot knock that.
Everybody can rewind. Everybody.
Yeah, but you see, somebody like this is a
Anybody ever
perfect
rewind the time
transformation.
and it didn't
I should have
rewind?
called him on Father's Day and told him, yo, can I please come with the barber rewind it? This guy won't rewind the time. That's the guy I gotta convince to rewind the time.
I'm like an old school lumberjack type of dude. That's my type of vibe. You know what I mean? Like I don't put too much on it.
Family.
Half
You're
the
a
time I don't
hero.
even have a
You're a
shaper.
hero. You're a hero to your family. You provide passion. I know you got a big family, sisters, moms, and I don't want to speak out of place, but I feel like you like me, you take care of everybody.
Yeah, I take care of everybody in my family. Everybody. Take care of the bills, everything. You know what I mean? It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
No, you do you just got moms and pops a new spot.
I'll be watching. He got his baby girl.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this
Benz the
guy
other
carry
day.
his sisters, everybody on his
I
sisters.
carry a lot.
Okay, but we not interviewing you.
With you, man. I want them to take care of me. I just filled out my Section 8.
This is a message that applies to 99% of you listening right now.
Because that's how many of you can be covered by fast and reliable service on the Boost Mobile network with 99% nationwide coverage. And if you don't think you deserve a deal, well, listen up.
You've got another thing coming.
Right now, when you switch to Boost Mobile, you can get iPhone 15 with dynamic island and a 48 megapixel main camera for $99.99. That's $99.99 for iPhone 15 on a nationwide 5G network.
This may only apply to 99% of you, but I'm 100% positive Boost Mobile just gave you a freaking deal of your lifetime.
In-store offer, $35 device setup fee may apply. Requires credit qualification, ID verification, and activation on $60 plan. Taxes extra. 5G speeds not available in all areas.
I recently saw a clip on Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
Yeah, that's my young boy.
big
right there.
hits.
He's wild.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying? Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
So to be compared,
let me
That young kid out.
he was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade. Yes. So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you got to realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style and my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We're talking about 94, 93. I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20-some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them. Some of them know. But
You know what I mean?
A lot
Like-
of them don't.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
No,
There's some kids that.
I love that.
There's some
for you.
kids that love
My son is
hip hop,
20, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
He's your son.
No, but he knows.
My son,
they know about
my
Nas.
son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word? When it comes to
Miscommunication.
Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers.
We made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them. But they forget, I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, Gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record. Then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all them niggas' entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and then niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you is
I want to go there. I want to go down the line now, because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically, because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
And forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip-hop culture have a problem, is a thing. And there's nothing, the world goes off numbers, but in hip-hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way. And sometimes it's even myself. So it gets... No other genre of music fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip-hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip-hop is like basketball. John Morant get on the court with LeBron, he's going to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Any song, any of that shit is murder,
this is what this is about.
That don't got nothing
there's
to do
nothing
with
that there's never is me. Putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Okay, but let me say something though, Jim.
In every category, I get busy.
You started off saying you grew up watching Nas.
Of course, I didn't take that away from him.
The only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
I always tell people that story.
Kids should worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I did not know it was going there.
Nas gonna be mad at you because you're really friends with him.
He gonna be mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him. You heard?
Oh, he's a beautiful guy.
I understand
That's my
that.
brother.
No, he's a
but
beautiful guy.
But he gonna be mad at you.
I'm not
bring
mad
my
at
name
me.
up in that conversation, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, but we didn't know all that.
What he do all the time, something he saw on the internet
You're not
that
gonna
he
mention
didn't
me
have to
next to
ask.
nobody. I'm not gonna talk my shit.
You didn't have to do that.
I'm a pop mines every time. You heard?
I just told the people you're not doing none of that. And what did he do?
Good audio. You heard?
Listen.
Niggas don't even know about the audio.
Can we talk about... All right. I love this interview, although it was very painful. It was at a tough time. When I seen you, I don't forget where it was at, if it was Hot 97 or something, where you were just saying, yo, you a family man, you never made no excuses, even when you went through tough times. You know, you took care of your family. They never knew you was going through tough times. I applaud you with that interview. I feel like that's one of them classic interviews that stands out to me in hip-hop music. Do you feel like after that interview now, do you feel like that's what you was talking about? Like, I'm gonna fight my way back to the top and I feel good right now about where I'm at in the world? Because I love that interview.
Well, that interview was just a testament of where I was at the time and the things that I knew I had to do in order for me to progress.
Think he brought the temperature back down.
I mean,
I don't want to hear that shit.
I switched this shit off and on, you heard? I got different characters I gotta play. We talk about the sport and I'm gonna go hard, you heard? We talk about
but let's talk about
but that's
that interview and the passion you had behind that.
I still got the same passion as you can see, you heard? I'm a passionate brother. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I cry a lot of shit like that. I'm very emotional. So when people talk about me, I gotta stand up for me because nobody else gonna stand up for me, as you see. You heard? I fight all my battles on my own. I take losses and I take my wins the same way. You heard? The same smirk, just like this. Yeah, let's get this correct, because you know, and the media stretched this shit so many different ways when they see me get excited. I get excited because I'm a very passionate person. Everybody knows this. And as a man, when you talk about me, I'm always going to pick me first. But as a fan, I'm one of the biggest fans of Nas. I know one of his albums word for word, back and forth. Like, that was my era when I was first coming outside and things like that. Nas had wrote the playbook for how we was running the streets and things like that. He also dressed the way we was running the streets back then and things like that. And not to take him away from my Harlem niggas, but Nas had a hold on us and shit like that when we was younger and things like that. The same way Pac had a hold on us. But from New York City, he came with a whole different flavor and a different cadence at the time that was well needed. It switched from what we heard in Big Daddy Kane to a whole nother way of hustlers was talking and rhyming and things like that. And everybody understood that. Like, he would, like, I can never take away anything that he's done in the game. I can't, you heard? And that's not it. But as a competitive man, that's all I'm doing is popping my shit. And this is what hip hop is about. But for the most part, I got no problem with Nas. Shouts to Nas, shouts to all them guys.
Who's most
like
influenced you now that you said that from growing up artists? Who's been, so you could, even to this day, name some artists
some of
that
the
you love
most
their
that I love?
music or whatever, whatever.
Rakim,
Definitely.
Nas, Big Daddy, KRS-One,
No Cool G?
Cool G. I'm going down the line now. I'm going down the line. You're gonna make me go.
Nah, but that's good shit. No.
You know what I mean? Like, you one of the few people that persevered from the Cool G era to now. Like, that's you gotta always remember that. I don't know if you ever sit down and think about that. Like, yo, we've been watching you for a long time and things like that. Put on
LL, Buster, and Fat Joe.
Who else?
Got a lot of.
It's a lot of. It's bro. I'm a hip hop baby. I used to watch Ralph McDaniels every day after school. I want to see every bit of videos, everything. I want to see all of that. You heard? Like, I knew everything about that. You heard? Like
that channel. You had to turn.
Yeah,
that was
like,
still the fatback TV.
Yeah, you had to fix the back, and then you go. It was 13. You had to turn it to 13. You had to turn it to 13.
U31. You had to put it on 13.
They don't know about that. They don't know about that. Yeah, that's ColecoVision days.
Tell me some of the things you're doing right now. Some of the things.
Look at Joe turning into a real journalist.
No, I'm not
telling you.
I'm kind of excited. I just brought a major facility in the Bronx where I'm doing an incredible content space, and I'm opening the doors to some incredible content creators and influencers and streamers and gamers and things like that. It's also my office in there. It's a bit of a headquarters. I'll be setting up the Drip Report newsroom in there and things like that.
I like that. I ain't seen one in a while.
Yeah, I'm about to get back.
With the leg doing all this.
I'm gonna do everything myself now. So it's a beautiful thing. So, you know, I'm gonna be running a lot of TV shows out of there. Got like 2 podcasts set up in there, studio. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I'm excited that I've been working on. The music is out right now. The album been doing pretty good. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting the album at the church steps. Shout out to all my artists that have been supporting me. Shout out to Dice Peso. The movie's about to drop. The movie will be out in the summer.
The movie. I wanted to be in the movie. I just ain't know how to tell you.
I ain't gonna lie.
I missed it.
I got 2 days of reshoots.
I'm doing it. I want to do it.
Let me catch
Make me a priest this summer.
You heard him?
Yeah. No, I'm in. I'm in. I want to be in the movie. I believe in your creativity. I believe in your drive. And when I seen you shooting the movie, I didn't know how to tell you, yo, Jim, give me a little 5 minutes of fame. I want to be a little pastor. I want to be
I'm so mad I didn't catch on because I'm broke.
Godfather of Harlem, how
you seen Slim Lou up in that shit? You know I say Frank Lucas Life in that shit right there. I told him to hold up 1 second. That's Slim Lou. He was about to blow up in his shit. I distracted him. Car blew up. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, tell us about this movie. I love when you do that. I love everything you're saying right now, how you take matters into your own hands. I always get upset when I look at my career because, you know, I discovered Big Pun, Rebby Ma, DJ Khaled, Cool and Dre. I could tell you who I discovered. The one person I fumbled the bag with was Tony Sunshine. And he was incredible ahead of his time, and I kept waiting for the record label to do it. And now we know how to do it ourselves. And if this was years back, I would have been able to blow them up because we know what we're doing now. So I love that you said You create movies in your studio space, podcast this. I love that you taking matters into your own hand to push the future forward. That's a commendable thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got to do something for looking at these youngsters making money off these streams and all of these things. And, you know, as businessmen, we got to learn how to diversify. And this is the direction that hip-hop and entertainment is going. So we got to be on top of everything. So I need a piece of that, too, is how I'm thinking. That's how I think across the board. Like, I'm not trying to get left in what was going on yesterday. I'm trying to be on what's going on tomorrow. And I know tomorrow never comes. That's all you got to be prepared for. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel the same way. You preaching to the converted. You know what I'm saying?
We've been blessed, man. How about y'all? So I could say I honestly known both of y'all since 97. I could say it's since 97. And watching both of y'all just go crazy in the game from a fan perspective before I actually got to be in it and shit like that. And then seeing y'all just make so much money and just going. I remember watching you on MTV and you had like the drop top Bentley, black shit, I believe it was. And I was just like, oh, I gotta get this bag. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then Jada, the niggas used to always come to Harlem. They be with D, they got all type of cars on 2/5 and shit like that. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? So how does it feel to know that you lived a life like this for so long? Like, you know what I mean? Like, would you trade it?
Nah, not at all. I wouldn't trade it.
Would you do it all over again? Would you change something?
I'd do it all over the same. If I could do it all over, I would just probably listen a little more and fix a little bit of, situations. Like Crack said, I had accounting situations where, they put lien on the accounts and shit fucked up and, you know what I mean? So a little shit like that. But it was also learning lessons that never let it happen again, and you know what I mean, and get shit straight as you get older. But yeah, I would have did a little more lesson and listening and paid a little more attention to the business aspect of it at a young age instead of just being worrying about verses and rhymes and the wrong shit. But other than that, I would have did everything exactly the same.
What about you?
My favorite record right now is It's Not Enough. It's not enough. Like, I hear this shit, like when I hear It's Not Enough, I hear a different way. They got guns, but it's not enough. They got dudes, it's not enough. Like, that shit is cemented in my brain, right? And when you ask me, I say to yourself, it's not enough. And when you talk about finances, it's not enough. Success, it's not enough. Everything's not enough. I'm not fulfilled. My cup is not full. I don't feel cool, and I'm gonna be a man about this, that I came in the same game with guys and they got to the Billy and I ain't get to the Billy. And just like he's saying, I fucked up. I was in the club 7 days a week, 30 dudes buying 50 bottles every day, 50 steaks, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. I wasted a lot of time. So if you ask me, sure, I'm grateful. Sure, I'm thankful to God that I'm in the position that we are. And people might look at it as like, yo, he's successful. It's not enough. And so I know you can relate to this because you just saying the same shit I'm saying in a different way. It's not enough. Like, I want, and I'm not lying, guys. So maybe y'all can understand me a little bit more, because people get a little mad at me because they think I brag and I think I'm big shit. That's who I am, right? And so I want to be the fat guy painted in the picture 100 years from now, and great-grandchildren to be like, we're here because of Fat Joseph Carter Jr. 100 years ago, this man made $1 billion and left it to us in the trust, and we're still eating off this guy. I swear to God, that's what I want. And if everybody could do it, they do it. So it ain't attainable. I just realized I could have did it, but I was bullshitting a lot. So now when you see me, I'm on my business ventures on another level. Just all my shit is like, and life is lifing. I'm projected to win. I'm telling you, I'm projected to win. Everything I'm telling you, I'm projected to go there. Like, I'm on that. Like, I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, when a football player hang on to the back of the jersey, I'm on the back of the jersey. I got so many arrows pointed the right way, but it gotta happen. I want to know what it feel like when that level of success happens, where you could turn around and be like, that's it.
I guess we all have a different painting of success. I feel like my mistake was I depended on people to do things that I knew how to do on my own. That's from accounting to engineering to marketing to doing videos to doing movies. I learned that 20 years later. Like, yo, bro, all that shit you let people do and they fail for you and shit like that, you could have did all on your own and been up. You heard? Cool. But being up is one thing. Making $1 billion is another thing. Yeah, we all would love to make $1 billion. From my perspective, money doesn't move me like people do. You know what I mean? So maybe I might not leave money here for generations to come, but I will leave a blueprint of what it would take for you to get to a bag. And I do know that my whole family and my bloodline gonna know this nigga was a dog. And if you follow what he did, God bless you, because you're gonna go somewhere that you didn't know you could go. You heard? And I think for me, that's worth more than any money that I could leave. And God bless me, I hope I leave all the money in the world. But I think that blueprint would be strong enough for my son to take with him and go crazy.
We got that. We got, my son is right outside. We got that where it's safe for me to say we grew up with not much. Mm-hmm. And then we want to make things better for our kids. Mm-hmm. And historically, when you look at successful people that come from nothing, because we protected our kids so much, they're not hustlers like us, or would want them to be hustlers. Do you find that in hip hop? Do you find that, or, you know, that's how I look at it. Just with everybody, I meet billionaires, I meet people who make money.
You're absolutely right, but if you have a son, your son vicariously gonna grow into who you are. You heard? So if your son knows you to be a hustler, guess what's gonna happen for your son when his back is against the wall and daddy ain't around no more. Everything he's seen daddy do and daddy teach him, he's gonna start to instill. He's not gonna sit there to be like a chump. You heard? Like, I watch my son closely and just his mannerisms, how he move and things like that. And the rebellion, the rebel in him that he shows me and shit like that only shows that he's trying to show me, bro, I'm about to get on my shit. You know what I mean? Like some of the things that he do, like these kids ain't no chumps just because we raised them right, just because we covered them up, just because we wanted to have a better life for them doesn't mean that they don't have the hustle in them. You know? They just have better chances and better odds at doing something way different than we ever had a chance to do.
I agree.
I love that answer. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that answer because we just want what's best for our kids. We want them to step up to the occasion. And I just think like parenting, right? Parenting ain't easy. Every kid is different.
Takes a village, man.
And they don't give us no instructions for parenting.
No fucking, that's what I'm trying to give them now. If you don't know where I've been going this whole interview, is I've been going about family and fighting through shit and going through this whole infamy. That's what I see in you. I see passion, I see drive, I see relentlessness. I see you working for your family. I see you working for your team. You putting guys on while you still trying to get to where you going.
And that's the thing. See, this game is smoke and mirrors. I don't want nobody to watch what I say. Watch what I do. Because in the midst of me talking shit, I'm still getting to the bag. I'm still working. I'm still going to the office. I'm still making sure everything has to be done under my roof for me to live and be successful out here. You know what I mean? Like, never forget that bottom line. I'm still doing all the things I need to do in the midst of this circus that y'all see going on. You know what I mean? Like,
and they see it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is if I see it, they see it.
But that's for anybody. Like a nigga told me one day, even if you don't got a job, you get up.
No, that's not mine.
You get up and go outside and act as if you got a job. Don't stay in no house. Go outside and hustle. Go outside and find something. Go outside and do something, bro.
Get your ass up.
Man, I come from a father. My father was an immigrant from Cuba. My father was a master baker. He had an argument with his boss. He was 13 years in a bakery. He had an argument with his boss. He thought he couldn't get fired. He got fired. The next day, we went with money he had saved up, say like a G. This was a long time ago, and we went and bought toys in 23rd Street and Broadway, brought it up to where my store's at. That's why I got my first Up NYC store on 158 at Broadway, and was selling toys in snowstorms, hustling little motorcycles and baseball bats and shit for double the money. That's where I learned to be an entrepreneur. When the summer came, my father was the old man you saw with the icy. He made no excuses. That's why I don't make excuses. We just got better situations at getting to where we're getting. And thank God for hip hop, that the music, you see, you still a MC, meaning like you still are on that. I was like that for a very long time. Till I said to myself, I said like this, for a long time, I lived off of shows. And I'd be like, yo, I got 2-3 shows this month, this is month. And then I realized when shit gets slow, I gotta diversify and find other ways to get money. You understand what I'm saying? So then I had to learn how to make businesses and do shit like that.
You just said what you said? Nigga told me, nigga, stop worrying about how to make money and learn how to make business. Because you make business, that shit gonna make the money for you. You said it. I had to learn that, bro. Because I wasn't fucking making music off of money off of music for a long time. Like, bro, I didn't have no hits or no. I had to figure out how to make business to make myself some money and still sustain this lifestyle. Because at the end of the day, it's all about sustainability. You heard? This lifestyle, no matter how you look at it, we etched in stone of who we are.
They don't understand. I'm gonna play the I'm older than you thing right here.
Well, that always
no.
It's 30 years of sustainability your niggas is on.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you is that we know guys, especially us three, and we salute the guys. Because I salute a guy I knew who was getting money in 88 and be like, yo, such and such. Like, I'd salute him. Like, I never look at people. My lenses never look at people at their down moment. I always remember when they was on top or when they inspired me or they was rocking. But a lot of the guys that I grew up with or I knew had runs, and that's over now. And I'm not mad at them. If they got a legit job and they moving on with life or whatever, I salute them. But you know how hard it is to be fly for 30 years, to walk into the casket fly. You gotta walk into the casket fly.
Yo, how you walk into the casket?
Well, you don't walk into the casket, but the point, you get what I'm saying.
Come in,
no, that's hard.
Fly.
It's like yo, don't talk about that old dudes that had it be the same old dudes that rat it.
Facts.
That's a fact.
You know how crazy that line hits me?
That's a fact.
Every time I hear that song and you say that line,
that's a fact.
And they ain't even gotta be, the purpose don't even gotta be about rat it. It's just about so many guys have runs. And then they start talking about, yo, I used to be this, I used to be that, yo, I used to have this. Cool.
I'm not mad at the used to, but don't make it seem like the used to is relevant now. I'm with a good glory story.
Let me finish.
You heard? I'm with that. I love all the old hustler stories, but some old hustlers carry it the wrong way. You heard? And no disrespect.
I'm looking at YouTube. Some of them got an AARP card talking that shit. No teeth, still talking that shit. I'm like, yo, bro, you can't hold a smack 2025.
And you ain't carrying it right, so you should be home. Don't even mention it, because what you talk about and how you looking is not reflecting of what we doing out here. You know what I mean? And not taking nothing away from you. You can tell your story and be humble about it, but if you're not looking to party, get into the bag, your story means nothing in the eyes of people that's really doing it, and you trying to prove a point. And we not talking down to you, but come on. You heard? Like,
we love you, and we big you up, and we probably the only guys that'll pull a car over and be like, yo,
all the hustlers,
homie, this and this and that. But then it's like, cool. If you ain't got that run no more, you get yourself a job, you take care of your family, you cool, we gonna salute you the same way.
Them is the niggas I respect the most.
Don't talk.
I know a bunch of old hustlers that used to get money that got good jobs right now. When I see them, I still praise them the same way I praised them when I was younger.
I'm the same way.
You heard?
So we preaching the same thing.
You did?
But
there's a few of them.
They out of control.
They miss me. We didn't even,
they
have a conversation. We just
Yo, Jim,
I'm walking the other way.
They out of control.
Yeah.
And so you looking at him and you like, yo, y'all talking about, I'm like, I don't think I slept good last night.
You know what it is?
Right?
It's like, I be feeling like they gotta say some type of
but
entitlement vicariously through the hustler fake rule that they had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, like, bro.
Forever old because what they did back then.
Yo, bro, what you talking about, bro? I don't even know you, bro. You like from my era.
I'm sitting, here go the Fat Joe with the hoodie, right? Once again, got 100 guys outside.
You keep 100.
No, always back in the day, right? I walk in the bathroom. It's a cock diesel Spanish dude. Diesel out of this, like he looked like he ate a refrigerator. You know the man came home just now. The bathroom got a long mirror, right? And the man sees me and he goes, by the way, I've never been extorted in my life. I don't understand it. You gotta kill me. It just doesn't exist in my DNA. The man looks at me and said, 10 years. 10 years. Now, you think you know these people, some 10 years. 10 years. I did 10. So I'm looking at the mirror, I'm taking a piss. Somebody got to pay. It's 10 years. So I'm like, no, I'm listening. No, it really happened. Like, I'm being honest. So I'm like, he's 10 years. So I'm thinking he thinks I got him in trouble for 10 years. And so I'm trying to hear him out. 10 years, I've been reading the magazines. I've been hearing you talking this shit. Straight up. He told me just like that. We talking off the... Hearing you talking this shit. I come home, everybody's saying, don't fuck with Fat Joe. This, that. He said, I don't believe it. I had 100 guys outside that door. I said, I don't believe it. And you gonna do this the hard way or the nice way? Somebody got to pay for my 10 years. So, of course, for me, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, finally, a nigga tries me. Finally, I'm human. I'm looking at the mirror, I'm like this. Now, it's one thing to disrespect Fat Joe, but we in the bathroom and the toilet. Hold up.
What Joe was this? Was this Big Joe?
Big Joe. They all outside. But listen to what I'm saying. The door opens. The door to somebody taking the shit. And it's my brother Serge. And Serge is like, these guys, they can't take you violating Fat Joe. Oh, no. Like he can't breathe. He's like crawling on this. It's in the mirror. I see him. I'm like, he's like, like they talking to Joe like this. He's grabbing the wall like he can't believe, he's hyperventilating. He cannot believe this, right? Man, we put the beats on this guy, so legend. Not 100, just us two. He drank piss water and everything. And I gotta salute the man because I never heard of him again. I never seen him again. But
Joe, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all Puerto Rican niggas was putting beats on niggas back in the day. From the fever on up, I've been outside, so what, like 94, 93? Y'all niggas been rubbing, I'm talking about, bro, God bless Big Pun, bro. I seen Pun punish so many niggas, bro, like so many niggas. I seen Pun take his chain off in the tunnel and punish. The Punisher, punish, like no pun intended, but pun intended, punish niggas. Like, yo, bro, Big Pun was, yo, bro, y'all was some wild Puerto Ricans, bro. I cannot lie, bro. Just looking at the history of this, yo. Listen,
man, Pun had this thing called nose to the brain. I swear to God, he had this thing. I'll tell you a quick one, but you know I'm like the biggest liar on the internet now. They call me the Cap King, right? I used to play softball. This is an ill story. I used to play softball in my block. So this dude walked by. You know, I'm from the block. Man, I'm from them projects my whole life. I don't care if I'm Fat Joe the rapper. Somebody who grew up with me, they might talk funny to me. And you be like, yo, what the fuck they took? Like, you know, we know each other since kindergarten. You ain't shit, bullshit, pitcher. He's going crazy. It's a dude I grew up with, right? Fuck you, suck my, you know, we doing all that. So Pun was my number one fan. When I played softball, Pun sit in the dugout every game. He would watch every game, right? So Pun started talking to me, yo, what's up, stupid, this, stuff. They arguing. So you know the city park, they got the city park, they got the gates. I watched Pun bait him to come close enough, and he punched him through the gate. Bam! And knocked him out. They had to bring the ambulance through the gate. I'm talking about the hand didn't go through the gate, but you know what I'm saying? He got close enough.
Punched the gate on the nigga's face.
Punched the gate and knocked him out. Yeah, exactly. Through the boom, nose to the brain. It was, yo, he had legendary strength. This is that Boost Mobile Cash App for that ass. The Joe and Jada show with the capo.
Thanks for having our guest today. Capo Status, make some noise for my brother.
Yeah.